Okay, so I'm sitting on the back, and it's just beautiful. Again, another beautiful day. The wind is blowing, and I'm just looking at how the wind moves through the trees. But yeah, I want to talk to you today about miracles. Do you believe in miracles? Miracles happen around us all the time. Sometimes we take miracles for granted. For example, like the seasons changing. You know, they know when to change. It just happens, and we just assume that it's going to continue that way. Little miracles like that. But have you ever experienced a miracle when you know it's not something that you did, but it had to be God? It had to be Him orchestrating people, moving people around, and moving and changing events and situations. But at the end, it came out for your good. That's a miracle. I remember a couple of years ago, my family and I, we were on our way to North Dakota. We were on our way to North Dakota because my baby brother was in the Air Force, and he'd gone on 3 deployments, I guess you would say. And it was during that period where they were trying to capture bin Laden. And I remember my brother on one of those his deployments, he went over the 3 times. He gave me a call, and he said that he was waiting for his group to get in. And that last goodbye speech, he called me and said if anything should happen to him, to take care of his family. And so at that point, I knew it was very serious. But thank God, my brother made it back after 3 deployments. And at that time, my mom said, hey, you know what? The Lord has blessed you to come back home 3 times. It's time for you to get out. So we were on our way to North Dakota for celebration. I'm retiring from the Air Force after 24 years. And I remember my family and I, we are driving now, and we're on the highway. And we didn't get gas when we were supposed to get it because we thought, well, my husband thought that we had enough to get to the next gas station. So we were driving along, and we could not find a gas station. So at that point, I am getting worried. My husband is looking at the gas hand, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, if we don't find a gas station, we're going to be someplace out on the road. And remember, we're in unfamiliar territory. And those long roads going up to North Dakota, we didn't see any houses. All we saw were telephone poles, telephone wires. So as we were driving, again, I'm getting worried. We were in the right lane, and a car comes up on the side of us, okay, in the 4 left lane. And it was an all-black car, and it had dark tinted windows, so I couldn't see who was in it. They stayed in that lane just slightly ahead of us. And I looked at the license plate, and the license plate said, prayer changes things. And I said, unbelievable. So again, hey, I continued to pray, and I prayed even more. But that car stayed in that lane for a long, long time. It didn't go anywhere. It was slightly positioned so we could see that license plate tag. And so we veered off to the right, and it kept going. We, on this stretch of the road again, we didn't see any houses, any businesses, and it was getting dark. So again, kept praying. And we were following a semi-truck. So into our drive, the semi-truck started slowing down. And I said, okay, why is that truck slowing down? So as we continued, we found out that we were getting into the city, a small city or small town. And guess what? There was an all-night open gas pump. Nobody was there, but the pump was open. If you had a credit card, you could get your gas. We got our gas, and I said, thank you, Lord. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What are the odds? To me, that was a miracle. To me, that car just being in that left lane, slightly ahead of us, with that license plate saying, prayer changes things. That was God. That was God. So I'm just going to leave that up to you, what you think it is. Was it a coincidence? Or do you think that was the message from God for us? But yep, we continued on our way and went to North Dakota, spent time with my family, my brother and his family, and came on back home. That's the story. So to me, miracles can happen. It can happen when you least expect it. So just pay attention to those things, you know, those things that defy what's going on. You know, it says, wow, that happened. So I do believe miracles happen. And I hope that you have many miracles that will happen in your life as well. Until next time, take care of yourself.